Hey, hey, hey. Finally had a moment to record a video, actually not in the car, so that's great. Um, yeah, so a man asked me a very interesting question earlier. I'm not sure why he asked this question, and I guess that part is irrelevant because people ask questions for many different reasons. But the question that he asked me, well, it was like a question cluster. And a part of the question cluster was, are you demanding? And the way that I answered the question, this is the point I want to make before I get into all that. Why are we still so concerned about what someone is going to think about us rather than being concerned with being honest and being concerned with expressing ourselves to the best of our ability? Why is it always, well, I didn't want to say this because I didn't want him to feel this way, or I didn't want her to think this way, or I would just say what you mean what you say, and if there's clarification that needs to be made, make it. Sounds simple enough, right? But anyway, no, I'm not demanding when it comes to how much money you make or what you drive or what you have on as far as your clothing, your labels. But yeah, I'm demanding about how I'm treated. So I made a little list and I may add in between, but this is a pretty solid list I think I have. It's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 7 points. These are things that men and women should demand. I demand that you treat me with respect and not like a piece of property, not like a prop, not like someone that is just in your life to serve you, better you, and prop you up. Because last time I checked, a relationship goes both ways. It's not one sided. It shouldn't just be one person giving all their time, giving all of their affection, giving all their attention, giving all their finances, all their everything. It should be two people coming together for a mutual enjoyment of each other's company, each other's presence, having that person's love in your life. It's not one sided. I demand that you keep your hands to yourself and not try to touch me in any way that is inappropriate or sexual unless you are given permission. And let me let you know right now, you won't be. Like hashtag me too. I demand that you A, not be a mama's boy, or B, not hate women and mistreat women based off of how your mother treated you. Because I've had both ends of the spectrum and it's unhealthy. If any of your interactions with the opposite sex is based on the fractured relationship or the non existent relationship that you have had with the opposite sex parent, that would be like me saying, because I never met my biological father, all men are dogs, all men are cheaters, all men abandon their children, all men do this, all men do that. I know it's not true because I clearly see examples of men that don't abandon their children. I clearly see examples of men that don't cheat on their wives. I clearly see examples of men that treat their families as a priority and not an option. I demand, this is the big one, that if you really truly in your heart want a woman that is loose with her morals, that is loose with her body, and that has no standards at all, leave me completely and entirely alone. People just need to be honest about what they want. If you are at a point in your life where you have not discovered that going after a specific kind of person, like for women, for example, if you're still in the stage where you like bad boys, leave the good men alone. Okay? Because what you're going to do is you're going to cause them wreak havoc in their emotional state, and you're going to cause them to feel like nice guys finish last, which is a lie. No, they don't. Nice guys finish last in a race that is based upon bad boy behavior. Ooh, 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 I felt that. So if you don't do things that bad boys do, of course you're going to finish last in a race that consists of dogging women out. Duh. If you still like men that will ignore you, mistreat you, if that's how you gauge whether a man is like a real dude or not, leave the good men alone. You have to be honest with yourself. Look in the mirror and be honest with yourself and say, yo, what do I really want? Do I still like the kind of dudes that I liked when I was in high school and I'm in my 30s? Do I still like the same kind of guys? Don't just, fellas, if you like hoes, I don't advocate it, I don't suggest it, but if that's what you really want, Don't try to turn, like they say, you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. Well, you can't turn a housewife into a hoe either. You can't make a woman that has certain sensibilities into a woman that has sensibilities that just go against everything that she believes in. So go for what you like, okay? If you like girls with the booty shorts and the cleavage all day, and women that advertise, if that's what you like, you go pursue that and you go see how well that works out. But please do not just leave the good women alone. The women that aren't at the club getting drunk every weekend, the women that take care of their children, the women that have careers and have ambitions and have things that they want to do, women that have morals, have standards. They decide, I don't have to let a man rub on me. I don't have to have sex with a man in order for him to value me as a person. Leave those women alone. I knew that was going to be a long one. I demand that you do not attempt to use money or influence or whatever influence you think you have in order to make yourself seem more desirable to me. Like, that's the quickest way to show me that you ain't got nothing else to offer. If you're throwing money out and you say, oh yeah, I know this person and I call this person whenever, and this person, I have this person's number on my phone. Your point? I got Jesus on the main line. I tell him what I want every day. And he'd be like, you know what? I'm gonna talk to my dad about it, and I'll get back to you. There's some stuff. There is a long list. It's a laundry list. But yeah, I don't care who you know. I don't care how studious and sophisticated you think you are. If underneath all of that is the devil, I demand that you be healed and know who you are and know your purpose before you ever try to step to me. Because I am not interested in a fixer-upper. And I don't plan on being a fixer-upper. It's just weird that people are still asking me when I'm going to start dating. Nobody's asking me, how's the healing process going? Because I know, even though it was a short marriage, that hurts that things ended the way that they did. So how are you doing? No, so when you gonna start? When you gonna get yourself back out there, girl? Like, are you kidding me? You have to be a whole person. I was a whole person when I got married. I'm still whole. It's just that there are broken parts of me now that have to be healed. And it's a healing process. Just like a bone. If you break your leg, you're not going to cut your leg off, are you? No. You're going to wrap that thing up. You're going to immobilize it. And you're going to let it heal. And that's what I'm doing with my heart. My heart got broken. So I am immobilizing my heart. Not allowing anybody to touch it. Not allowing anybody to mess with it. And I'm going through the healing process. You deserve to be whole, and you deserve to be in a relationship with another whole person. You don't love someone through brokenness to the point where it breaks you. Let that person heal. Because sometimes a relationship can be a hindrance to your healing. No, not sometimes, all the time. Because if you are in a situation where you know that you have not dealt with certain things, like if you were cheated on or if you were physically, verbally, emotionally abused, that stuff needs to be healed. Because what you're going to do is you're going to end up punishing the person that comes after that person for what that person did. And that's not fair. I would never want to do that to a guy. I know that I will remarry one day. And I do not ever want to have a conversation with my future husband or have an argument with him or have any sort of interaction with him based off of the interaction that I have with my ex-husband. It's not fair. I don't believe that two broken people should be in a relationship. If you broke and healed, what do you think you have to offer somebody if you are broken? And you know when you're broken, when every decision that you make is based off of what that person did to you. If every thought that you have is, oh, well, this is gonna happen because this, or blah, 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 you're broken. And forgiveness is the best gift that you can give yourself. Forgiveness is, I know you've heard this. Forgiveness is not about the other person. It's about you. And that's so true. You're diluting your future with little droplets of your past. And it's just not, it's not healthy. Some people feel like if I have somebody, I'm good. Heal? Heal for what? I got a man. So I don't have to heal. Heal for what? This is a big one. And I already knew that some people are not going to be able to adhere to this because there are a lot of people out there who scheme, who lie, who perpetrate a lifestyle that they have no interest in living. But I demand that you not lie or weasel your way into my life thinking that you can get in there saying, oh, yeah, of course, I want this, but you really don't. Oh, yeah, I would like to do that when you really don't want to. Because when you tell one lie, what they say, especially down here in the South, you tell one lie, you got to tell another lie to cover up the lie that you told when you told a lie to cover up the other lie. After a while, your whole life is a lie. Everything is a lie. Your relationships, your professional life, everything is a lie. If you're so into self-preservation, you would think you would want to preserve yourself by being as honest as humanly possible. So, okay, a woman meets a guy that, has a lot of the qualities that she's looking for in a man. But he says, you know what? At some point, what I would like to do is take out about 5 years to travel to third world countries and teach orphans English, or teach, or do some sort of missionary work. That's definitely something I want to do. When I choose to, there's gonna be a 5 year block where I'm gonna do that. She's like, oh, okay. Has zero interest in charity, zero interest in traveling to a third world country, zero interest in any of that. So she's like, okay, that's great, or whatever. They end up getting married, and it comes about that time. Hey, babe, it's time for me to go. Oh, I didn't know you were gonna. I thought you had forgotten about it. It had been a couple of years, so I just assumed that you wouldn't go. Well, he told you before you got married that that was what he wanted to do. And he had not explicitly said that he had changed his mind. Therefore, there was no reason for you to assume that he'd forgotten. You hoped that he had forgotten because that wasn't something that you were interested in. Sucks, doesn't it? Same difference with a woman that either hasn't been married before or has been married before and wants to have children. But you don't want to have children. But you say you want to have children. Then when it comes time for things to be panning out like it's gonna occur, then all of a sudden you change your mind. And a lot of the times when this happens, it's not because the person did soul searching and they decided that this was something. And then on top of that, you still have to discuss it with your spouse. You don't just not say anything to them about it. But in most cases, it's that the person just thought that they were just so lovable, so wonderful, and that everything was just so right that this person would change one of their major life goals just to appease them. If you have any demands to add in the comment section, feel free, because I want to hear some of you all give some of your things that you are demanding about. I want to hear from the fellas and I want to hear from the ladies. So yeah, join the dialogue and let's talk about it. Okay. All right. I am so glad to be filming a video where I'm not in a hot car. Oh God, thank you, Jesus. And I got my little fan here. This is the cutest little fan. Sidebar. I can't. This is an adorable little, it's a 4-inch fan. I got it from Walmart. It has cute little stand or whatever. And it's quiet, so I can use it while I'm shooting videos to keep myself cool. But yeah, it was only like $6. It was great. And it blows out great air. It's pretty far away, and I can still feel it. So anyway, guys, love you. Know your worth. Know that God loves you more than you could ever imagine. I know I haven't said the John 3:16 scripture in a minute, but you already know. I'm finna do it now. For God so loved this world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life. Jesus came to pay a price that you could never pay so that you could have a relationship with God. And I hope that if you haven't yet explored that you do. All right. Talk to you guys later. Love you. Bye. I demand that you subscribe and I demand that you click that bell. Okay. Love y'all. Bye.